I'm Rachel Winton and I'm doing single honours history. I chose to study history because ever since I was really young I really wanted to do it. I mean, in year 3 I remember going to Carleon and really enjoying it, and since then I've always liked it, and it was my best subject in school as well. I was not that brilliant at school, but history I always seemed to do really well in, so that's the reason why I wanted to take it. The A-levels I took were history, English and biology. The difference between doing history at school and history at A-level at university is that in sixth form they sort of always telling you how to get ready for the exams. It's all exam based. They're giving you tons of information, telling you how to answer essays and in exam conditions and stuff. Whereas at university it's different. You read more. You do a lot of essays, but not, well, you do them at home, not in exam circumstances. So it's really different, and it's really good, much better than sixth form. The modules I'm doing at university is Introduction to American Studies, Crime, Vice and Low Life, Atlantic and the Making of the Modern World. I'm also doing Peoples and Nations, and I'm doing an Introduction to History module. And I thought my favourite would be at the beginning of the year, the Introduction to American Studies, but it turns out my favourite is Crime, Vice and Low Life, closely followed by Atlantic. And reason why is that you discuss and you look into what slums were, and was it really as slummy as they say, and how much is myth, how much is real. I mean, recently we've done Jack the Ripper. It's terribly interesting, so I'm really enjoying it. I didn't think you could look at history in that way, so it's really good. Average week at university is that in my particular course I've had to take 5 modules, so you'll have 5 lectures during the week and then 5 seminars to go with it. And the lectures, you sit there and they talk to you for about an hour, just a bit under, about the subject they're talking about, and in seminars they'll quiz you on it, so you have some reading to do. And some lecturers are nice and they sort of just talk at you and you sort of get away with not doing as much reading as you should, but other lecturers really on you. You have to know everything. If you don't, they won't yell at you, but they'll just give you the face. They're like, so you sort of want to work harder then because you don't want the face, so yeah. Currently we've just started a project where we'll have to choose an artefact and give a presentation at the end of this term on it, and we have to explain to the rest of the class what's it like, how it links and the history behind it. And as a group we've chosen to go to London to see the Tower of London and have a look at crime and how you were punished and exactly in what way. We've only just started that, so I can't say too much, but it's going to be really interesting and I'm thoroughly looking forward to it, so it should be good. The staff here at Glamorgan, the history staff in particular, are all very nice. They're very welcoming. You get the sense when you go to other unis that they would just talk to you and then leave you to it, whereas here you have their email addresses, there's Blackboard always, and whenever you need help you can just go to see them. They're very welcoming and you feel as though they genuinely want to see you succeed, and they give you feedback, and it's really nice. If you're a bit nervous about going to university, it's really nice here, I have to say. I was surprised genuinely how nice it is. So I was most nervous about the step up, because from GCSE to A-level was a huge step, and it was really hard because you were still in school and everything, and I was worried that I'd struggle again at A-level because it's that much harder at university, because it's that much harder and everything. But here, especially at Glamorgan, it hasn't felt so bad because of how nice the staff are, and they're all very supportive, and in your first year you are given quite a bit of slack, so it's very nice, and you are genuinely surprised by how well you do in the first year. And so it's really, that was the scariest bit, I think, for me personally. Making friends at uni is a completely different experience to secondary school, because I think in secondary school you're that much more immature, you're surrounded by thousands of people, some of them like only just 11, and you're like, oh, it's just really annoying. But here you're all older, you're all more mature, and you're all in the same position, you all want to make friends, so it's just so nice because everybody's like, will you be friends with me? They're all really nice, and you're generally surprised by how much easier it is to make friends in uni than it is when you go to a new school. So it's really good in that sense. The social life in Glamorgan is really good because they have a nightclub in their SU, and that's really cool. So there's always something going on every night. So if you like to party, there's a lot of stuff going on. But there's also like loads of different cafes. So between lectures, you can always meet with some friends and have a chat. And there's loads of clubs. Personally, I'm part of the Christian Union, and I've made so many more friends there. And it's really good because it's a way of making more friends, and you get to talk to each other about similar things you like and stuff like that. So it's good. Living at home, finances is different. It is cheaper living at home, but then you do sacrifice some of the social life. So it's up to you how you do it in the end. But I was lucky enough to get a grant, and most of mine goes on bus travel. But it is surprising how quickly it goes. I mean, you buy the odd drink there and a bit of food here, and it goes very quickly. So I would advise budgeting. I've had to start now, but at the same time, I do think that there's a lot of help, and if you need help, and there's a lot of jobs on site as well. I mean, you can always go to the CU during Freshers Week, and there's always people applying for jobs and stuff, and there's loads of jobs in the town nearby in Pontypridd and stuff. So there's always a way of earning extra money, and if you're careful, you should be okay. I have friends who've come to Glamorgan from other places like England and that, and they came to Wales partly because it is a bit cheaper to live here than it is in England. It's cheaper, we're not that far from Cardiff as well, so you sort of get like the lower prices, but then if you want to go into Cardiff and have some fun, then it's literally like a 10-minute train ride. And they say they really liked coming to Wales as well because it's really pretty.